Alexa off. Hello, it's Liz from Old Sables Craft. Hoping that it's third time lucky. Fingers crossed. I don't know whether I'll get an alert by email, but everything's looking better than it was. Oop, hang on. Yes, I've got an alert by email as well. Yay! Okay, so I think it's fairly safe to say we are live. I hope you all had a great Easter. Ours was not quite as anticipated because having not been well last week, hello Kay, I very kindly passed on my smit to my husband. So he spent rather a lot of the weekend in bed with my cold. But hey, we're back. So sorry for those of you who I have mucked about. Morning, other Kay. Because my system didn't want to work properly. Hello, Pamela, or indeed Pam. Sorry, I haven't got my glasses on. I can only just see bits. So yes, I hope you all had fantastic weekends. And you're ready for, drum roll, some scrapbooking. I know. So, little bit of background. Hello, B. You're back from holiday. I hope you had a good time. Stamping Up has recently acquired, or is in the process of acquiring, a company called Close to My Heart. They operate in North America, so the US and Canada, and in, I don't know if it's Australia and New Zealand, but definitely Australia. They do not operate in Europe. Anyway, they were closing shop, so Stamping Up has acquired some of their product line, which we as Stamping Up demonstrators won't be able to sell, but there is more scrapbooking coming, is basically what I'm trying to say. The makers from Close to My Heart will in April get the opportunity to sign up with Stamping Up. It's all very complicated, and as I say, for Europe doesn't actually impact on us because we didn't have Close to My Heart in Europe. Morning Sherry, morning Inika. You are back, yes. Hello Karen, hello Mary from the Netherlands. And Kay is saying hello to everyone. So there is going to be more scrapbooking coming, which fills my heart because I love scrapbooking. And in fact, I spent quite a lot of this weekend scrapbooking because we were supposed to be hosting some people yesterday. Didn't happen. We knew it wasn't going to happen on Sunday because hubby wasn't well. So I've spent quite a lot of the weekend scrapbooking, which is something I don't get a huge opportunity to do, but because we had other plans, we had nothing on. Your weekend was awful. Oh no, I'm so sorry. Last Thursday evening I found broke your left. No! Inika! No, that's not good. Oh, I'm so sorry. Not good. I hope you recover quickly. Just below your shoulder, can they plaster that? Or do they put it in a, I don't know what they do with that, pin it? Anyway, I'm very sorry. Hello, Leslie. Hello, Brenton. So, scrapbooking, yay! And as it happened, there were two photos. I was doing March over the weekend. There were two photos that I then realised I hadn't actually printed. So I have. They're not brilliant prints. I haven't had time to edit them because I literally did them about half an hour before I first tried to go live. So let me flip the camera down and I will show you some goodies. So first things first. Ooh, that needs to come. Does that need to come down a bit? No, it's about right. Bum, bum, bum. Sorry, just, yes, everyone very kindly sending Inika their best. So first of all, it's pre-order day, so anyone who is a demonstrator can pre-order a selected list of items from the new annual catalogue. Isn't this just the most glorious cover? So much nicer than the last one. I did not like the last few covers. I can't show you inside, but what I can tell you is that inside there is, without the spinny bit, there, as in without this bit, there is a colour wheel, which is going to be great for picking colours. We got this at OnStage, and it gives you various ways of working, which is just fantastic. So there's that to look forward to. We don't need the catalogue anymore because we can't use the catalogue anyway. Can't show you that. But new InColors. You will have a hard time crafting one-armed, unfortunately, Inika. Don't do too much too soon is all I can say. So our new InColors, in no particular order, they're just the order I had them piled up on my desk. We have Pretty in Pink, which is a returning InColor. Summer Splash, Peach Pie, Petunia Pop and Shy Shamrock. I have done a colour comparison video which is on my channel, so if you want to see comparisons you can go there and look at that. I have also picked out there are 4 packs of these that are on the pre-order, the two of the packs of the new ephemera, which are Saying Something and Labels and Layers. I have just done a new pre-order with the other 2 packs, but I've got these 2 packs for the moment. So Labels and Layers is fairly obvious, and Saying Something is also fairly obvious, but there's one with florals on and one with some kind of cute stuff. I've pulled out the mini alphabet, so if I need a heading, title, I've got the Love This Moment stamp set, which is in the mini? I think it's in the mini, but is carrying over, but it's only carrying over online, so if you want this, it will be available online. You could only get the colour wheel. Absolutely. You can't order it, I'm afraid, Kay, but it is in the catalogue. So if you've got your catalogue, it's on page 132, but it doesn't have the spinny bit. So it's just the colour wheel with some information about how to use it. So you still get it, everyone gets it, just not as a spinny thing. Oh no, Brenton, I'm so sorry to hear your grandfather has passed away. That's awful. Very, very sad news. Yes. So, this is available online. It's got lots of wonderful things for scrapbooking. So it's got Smile and Happy, which are great. It's got this little floral. It's got various icons and various small sayings or, words. I am going to use a technique. Oh, and I've pulled out the InColor resin dots, and these are my photos. Oh, and I've got the shimmer dots as well, just in case I want to use those. These are my photos. These were taken from. They weren't taken from anything. These were taken at a dinner party we went to a couple of weeks ago. With some great friends. Now, I've got both. This one's not a great photo. This one is a better quality photo, but we're not all in it, so that's why I've got both. I printed these on my Canon Selfie, so that's where I managed to get them really quickly. I may trim them down more, in fact I probably will, but the main thing I want to show you, and this is a technique that I have borrowed from a great scrapbooker, Shamel Lane, who is an American but who lives in the UK. She's started her family in the UK. And I saw this and thought this is a great way of using basically any stamp set that you've got. So I'm going to start with a piece of 12 by 12 basic white. It may actually be Whisper White. I don't know. It's white. I have mounted up some of my stamps and prepped them because they're photopolymer. And then what I'm going to do, and I do need a stamp cleaner to do this because I have to do some quick cleaning. Ears, don't need my mouse for the moment. Let's pop that there out of the way. So what I'm going to do is build little areas. I probably need to put my inks across the top. I know you won't be able to see them, but you will know that they're there. So I've got, in no particular order, I've got my Pretty in Pink, my Summer Splash, yes, Summer Splash, which I think I keep calling Seaside Splash, and it's not. I've got an annoying wire in the way that doesn't actually do anything other than use up desk space. The selfie printer thingies are brilliant. They work off your phone, and it's a great way of getting your, so I'm just putting these so they're the right way up. It's a great way of getting your photos off your phone, and sorry, there was a bit of fluff on that one, and into a scrapbook. And you can do multiple prints per page, so you can do 2 on a page. So they print at 6x4, but you can do you can do 3x4, you can do 4 on a sheet, 1.5 by 3, I think. Anyway, that you can do multiples, you can do bookmarks, all sorts. It's called a selfie, so it's a Canon selfie. Selfie is spelled S-E-L-P-H-Y. I've got the CP 1500, only because my husband bought it for me and he always buys the most expensive of any option. But saying that, it's not expensive. You do have to use their paper, and you can get that easily on Amazon. So I'm going to start in no particular order with Pretty in Pink. Make sure it is properly inked up, and my Happy. Now this is going to be the most boring video you can watch for a while, but there we go, because the time is actually doing the stamping. So I'm creating 5 areas, some of which may end up off the screen. Can I go under the ink pads? Yeah, no, because that one then goes under my laptop. No, come back. Thank you. Okay, so some of this I'm going to have to do upside down. Apologies. Stuff happens. I will come back and let you know which is which colour in a moment. Oh, I don't really want that one now, but never mind, we're going to. Right, and this one I am going to put off the page. And don't worry, people know that it says Happy because they've seen it elsewhere. So just a quick recap. We've got Pretty in Pink, Summer Splash. Sorry, that's just my Alexa doing things. Peach Pie, Petunia Pop, and Shy Shamrock. So I've done Happy. My next largest, Alexa off. My next largest for my brain is the floral. Now what you want to do with the floral, I think I'll have it. Canon selfie, that's right, Kay, that's the one. So what I'm going to do with the floral is put it not with the original. So I'm putting it somewhere else. And I've got my chamois to one side so that I can clean as I go. And I'm not even putting them in the same place relative to the word. So this one, for example, is going to go off the page above the Happy. So that was that one. I need Petunia, so that needs to go up here because otherwise I'm in deep doo-doo because I can't put Petunia with Petunia. So the only thing you do have to be aware of is not ending up with the colour that you don't want left. Oh, it's just about on screen. So by which I mean if I'd stamped the Shy Shamrock up here, I would have Petunia, excuse me, Petunia and Petunia. You don't want that. Now we're going in with Smile. And again, I want to go somewhere different. And a lot of this is going to get covered up. But for me, the Canon selfie was like, oh, oh, this is fantastic, because it meant I don't have to worry about sending off for my Huguenot flips. Right, I don't want to go there. I could go there. Then I've got petunia and shamrock. So let's come down here. I just want to make sure I don't end up with just the wrong colour left. Now these two do look quite close, but they're not. The new colours are just so happy. Right, okay, so those are the biggest, and then what you're going to do is come in with some other bits. And you are going to end up with things next to the same colour, ultimately. So I've got say cheese, because you just can't avoid it. But if you can avoid it to begin with, that's always a good thing. Ooh, I inked up most of the block as well. That's fine. Petunia there. I think I'm still okay. Pop this there, so that if that is the same, it's quite a long way away. So that's that one. I will be needing to change stamps. That's the word I'm looking for. So as long as you have the correct paper, you can get almost instantly printed. Absolutely. So you get 1, 2, 3, 4. Right, so this one has to go down here. So yes, literally. And I always just make sure that when I put the last pack of paper in, and they come in packets of 10. I mean, you can buy more than 10 at a time, but the packets, you put 10 into the camera at a time. Not the camera, the printer. Trying to do two things. Speaking and thinking. No. Not happening. So, yes, you can literally. I printed mine about 5 minutes before I tried to go live for the first time. Right, so that's that. Now I'm going to just have to be happy with the fact that I'm going to be going all over the place. I might actually, just because we've got lots of space and not very big stamps, I'm going to come in and do some more stamping. I mean, big block of stamping. Actually, I'm going to bring that down and actually probably go off the bottom. Only because we're going to be here forever otherwise. So let's do that. And go off the top. So this is a lengthy process. I'm not saying it isn't, because it is. But it's a great way of actually using your stamps with scrapbooking. That's Shy Shamrock. This is Shy Shamrock. Load, aim, fire. So I'm now going to come back in and just fill in some of the bigger spaces with more of the bigger stamps. But I just loved this idea, and she is an amazing scrapbooker. If you want any ideas on scrapbooking, Shimelle Lane is the girl for you. I've just read, yes, you don't need it until you need it. So, yes, no, Inika, absolutely. So long as you've got the correct paper, you can just instantly print the photos you want. I did quite a large order myself, Leslie. Also, well, actually, it was 11 o'clock because the pre-order goes live midnight Europe time, and we're behind them. Hello, Sally from Georgia. So we're making a scrapbook layout using the Love This Moment stamp set and the new InColors. So as of last night, for those of you who have done a pre-order, we were told that all regions, this was the leader's call, we were told that all regions were shipping on time, but that they expected that not to last because of pre-order. I can't think why, but there we go. So that's happy again, so let's do smile again. I think we need some, oh no, that's that. Don't want that with that. I know that's quite close, but hey, it's a different word. You haven't done your pre-order yet, Brenton. Wow. Mind you, your mind has probably been elsewhere, I would suspect. Understandably. I love how this fits, the smile fits round the floral. So that was that one, so we need this. I think I'm going to just pop that off the edge there. Haven't got a floral with that one. Oh well. Never mind, I'll have a smile with it instead. That one's kind of floating a bit, I'm going to have to do something with that. Right, so let's come back in with some more cameras. Actually, let's do quite a few cameras in the same colour. As I say, the saddest bit about this is you'll make this lovely background, which you'll then cover up with your photos. Oh, our boy, our male cat, managed to get his tail ripped by the local, well, one of the local cats. So this is going down in amongst the bottom bit. I'm keeping quite a close eye on his tail because we had a cat way back who ripped her tail and it went horrible. So yes. Hello, Tina. I'm making a scrapbook page. Hello, Karen. Hello, Shaz. It's Shaz. How are you? Oh, I need the camera back because I'm doing camera in Summer Splash. Or I would be if I inked the whole thing up. It was lovely being able to catch up with Shaz in person in Rotterdam. I mean, you know, madness that we have to go all the way to Rotterdam to meet, but there we go. Ooh, didn't stamp that very well. That's better. And the camera fits in Smile as well. Yep, that is the other one. Right. So yes, anyone joining late, what we're doing is using stamps to make a scrapbook page. So scrapbook paper, to celebrate the fact that Stamping Up is going into scrapbooking soon. We don't know exactly when, don't get your hopes up yet. We've just been told later, but later's fine, I can do later. No, that's going to be a different colour. Now, where did I say that's going to be a different colour? Possibly there. Wasn't, but it'll do. Right. He's fine for the moment. It's a bit painful. I've bathed his tail in salt water, which he loved. Not. Oh, Sally, yes, budgets. Oh, Shaz, I'm so pleased you're wearing my socks. Or your socks, I should say. Oh, it's your dad. Was your dad's funeral this week? But you're feeling brighter today. Good. Where am I? Petunia. Petunia pop. Got that there. Need some petunia here somewhere. And over here. Let's go in there. Right, that's petunia, so Shy Shamrock. Shy Shamrock, that is Shy Shamrock. I will be coming in with the heart, because I have a heart as well. I've got all sorts of little icons that I can use. And as I say, we're going to cover half of this up, which is just typical, really. So the key to this is to have enough that it looks intentional, but you know, just know that we're going to be going over some of it. So let's go there and there. But at the moment it is a bit like, let's watch paint dry. Summer splash. And going off the page makes everything look more meant, as if it is a piece of scrapbooking paper. Now I do know that some scrapbooking papers are within the area. I hate them, but they are. Sorry, that's got ink on the block. But I like the look of things going off the page. We can stand some more of that there. Right. So, oh, thank you, Shaz. Oh, you're lovely. Oh, Karen, you're in hospital. That's not good. might have to use the big stamps again just for some speed, but what we don't want is any overlapping. Definitely don't want overlapping. Overlapping bad. Bum, bum, bum. Right, petunia. Ooh, go into your petunia, not into something else. This works best with a stamp set that has more than 3 large images. And I know Smile and Happy aren't images, but you know what I mean. Because obviously then you can fill the space quicker. So who does scrapbooking? And if you don't do scrapbooking, do you wish you did do scrapbooking? And I know I keep saying I'm going to do scrapbooking. Well, guess what? I'm doing scrapbooking. Right, let's have a look. I can definitely get Smile in. And I can get the floral in. So I'm just going to build up some like add so that we're filling the space quicker. And the key is to not overlap. That just didn't. Woohoo! That's too close to that. So let's come up here. Smile, smile, and a dee dee dee, pum 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 pum. Pum 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 pum. Sorry. I could probably no, can't put a happy there. Will that fit? Just not ideal positioning, but it'll do. Right, can I get happy anywhere? Sorry, I'm going to have to blow my nose. So Inika seldomly scrapbooks. Karen is a scrapbooker. Hello, Karen. I didn't realise that you were here, but hello. So here's the thing. I have 3 customers called Karen. It's very confusing. Shaz has just started. Mary wants to take up scrapbooking. Scrapbook Your Kitten's perfect. Smile is one of my favourite songs, written by Charlie Chaplin, was it? Yes, Puppy. Puppy! Ooh, and there is a new card kit. Nope. Don't think I'm going to be able to fit Happy anywhere, so we won't. There's a new card kit. Sorry, I'm throwing things on the floor. Which is all about cats and dogs, and you can choose whether to do cats or dogs. So we had to say cheese. Let's have this picture. That's this moment, this picture. Don't think I've used this picture. Right, so it is very busy, and we're going to keep most of the rest really quite plain. So I'm just going to put this picture in a few places with the pretty in pink, on the basis that I ended up going back and then we can go into the summer splash. Where are we? So I've been going about half an hour of actual stuff, which should be about right for finishing it off. Cat hair. So my boy, otherwise known as my cat, has now got into the habit of demanding to be cuddled. This is not just because of the damage to his tail. This is just, when I want to be cuddled, you're going to cuddle me. And he's pretty good at, you know, climbing onto my shoulder. In a very insistent fashion. Should really be these pictures because there's two, but hey. You know when you look at a word and it just looks weird because you've looked at it for so long? This just looks weird. Right, I am very close to being done. I am going to come back in with some more cameras just to fill in some of these little spaces because I don't want a big little space. Oh no, I don't really want it in the middle of the green. Don't want green in green. And then I promise you I will actually make the scrapbook page. Well, maybe. Then I may just say I like the paper so much I don't want to use it. And I've got lots of those over there. I'm loving this petunia. Petunia pop. Ooh. So lesson number 1 is actually stamp properly, because otherwise it's not going to work. More cat hair. Right, last colour and last bit of stamping, and then we will make the page. Might have to just grab some other little bits, but other than that, not so as you'd notice. Nope, I'm done. Right, so this is my background. I am going to close up my ink pads because we all know that otherwise I'm going to end up with them on my fist, or indeed they'll good. Just going to get my chamois and make sure that I haven't got petunia under there, which I haven't, so that's all right. So, Tina likes scrapbooking. Which albums do I use? Historically, I mean, we used to do albums with Stampin' Up. I have a couple of Stampin' Up scrapbook albums, full size, I mean. So 12 by 12 is my go-to. I'm really not good at anything else. I like ring binders. So anywhere that does 3 ring binders. American Crafts do a lot. So yeah, there really at the moment. I'm hopeful that I will be able to answer that question with Stamping Up very soon. Right, now I'm going to trim these down with a very narrow white border. Now on the selfie, not that this is a lesson on how to use the selfie, but on the selfie you can print either with or without a border. I like to print with a border because that gives me the option of having a border or not. And it also means that your prints are slightly smaller than 6 by 4, which means you can have 3 going across a page and still see the background on either end if you wish. So Inika's got playful cats and dogs. Yeah, Mary, my boy is the only one who actually likes to be cuddled in that way. But oh boy, I was sitting watching television last night, knitting socks, because I do like to knit socks. And I suddenly, he just demanded that he was on my shoulder, in that he got on my shoulder. Right, okay, I need a sheet of that. Just the one, don't need 2. Right, so, black. I am going to use some black, just to back. I would if I knew where my... There we are. Come on. Thank you. Now, the thing with scrapbooking is you can do as much embellishment or as little embellishment as you want. You can ink your edges if you wish, but you don't have to. It's all a matter of choice. There is no right and there is no wrong. We don't all like the same paper. So, you know, just if you don't like it, you don't use it. It's weird that way. That's one. Excellent. I thought that would work. Now, I do want these as 2 separate photographs, and preferably without the cat hair. I do love it when my boy comes and snuggles me, Leslie, of course I do. Particularly at the moment when he's not very well. Well, I mean, he's fine, but, you know, he's had a bit of a shock. As did we all, I heard it happen. Right, so we're going to go that way round, and I am going to do that, which may seem weird, but she is there. It's fine. He isn't, but she is there. So I can overlap them just a little bit. So this one needs to go down first. and I'm putting them on this side because the general movement is either forwards or to the right, so putting it that way, he's kind of looking off camera a bit, so it's a bit odd that way. Thank you, Karen. Thank you, Kay. Love my DSP. Yeah, I should copyright it really, shouldn't I? But as I say, it's not my technique, but it works with any stamp set where you've got large and small images. Right, okay, so we've got our basic scrapbook page done. Now we need to embellish it. It does need a title, but what I'm going to look at next is, so we get 2 sheets of each of these designs in this pack, and I just want to pull things that I think will sit nicely on this page. So that one, for example, can go there. I think we could, oh, we can definitely use that one. Because I do want there to be somewhere for me to write. So that could actually, yeah, let's go up a bit. Because I am a great fan of journaling. Right, so that's that. I think we can probably have that there. Quite like the jaunty angle. Right, I think that will do for those for the moment. So what I am going to do is grab a pen. There's a good idea. Be lovely if I could find one. There we are. Right. So let me stick those bits down first. So obviously this one needs to go down first. And you'll notice I do not put masses of glue. And I put it away from the edges. It's Pepper who is damaged, Inika. Right. So, in fact, I'm going to do my journaling later. What I am going to do is see when this was. I know roughly when it was, but I can't remember the exact date. Right, 23rd. So I'm going to put my date here. 23/03/2024. Now sometimes I just put the end of the year, depending on the spacing, but sorry, I'm just having a quick, I've had some messages then, none of them urgent. So we're going to have journaling there, and I will do a shot with it journaled. So that's those. Let's have a look at these. So this is lots of words, which may or may not work. So we've got wishes, birthdays, celebrate, congrats, hip hip hooray, happy birthday, remind of thanks, you're the icing on the cake. Don't think any of those are going to, happy will work. Although we have got happy quite a lot. Ooh, So I'm not thinking any of those will specifically work. Had I got the other ephemera pack, there would be some. So what I am going to do is grab my mini alphabet dies, and what I want is, I think, just good friends, which does mean I'm going to have to run it through twice, but that's fine. And I'm going to use black, and I'm using black because we need contrast. And yes, I could have put sticky on these sheets. I'm not going to, but I could have done. So let's move that for the moment. So you can go mad with your embellishment. You can have ribbon, you can have another mat would be, or cutting plate would be good. Cutting plates. Brand spanking new cutting plate. Woohoo! Let's go that way up. I know where the other one is, and it's not to hand. That depends, Inika, whether I write down the names or not. I sometimes do, I sometimes don't. There is no hard and fast rule. I probably should. Depends on how much space I've given myself. His pride isn't too badly injured. He did get a nip in himself, I think. I mean, I heard it. I was sitting in our kitchen and suddenly it was like World War III had broken out, and it was Pepper bolting through the cat flap. This is a very old pokey tool. Not sure if you can see what I'm doing. I'm just poking out anything. Now, if this wasn't an alphabet die, I'd probably just bash it on the side of the desk to loosen everything. But as I want the letters, they'll then end up flying everywhere. And my studio looks like a bomb has landed in it. I've got to do a massive clear out. I've got new coming in. I've got old going out. It's all a bit of a shambles at the moment. Right, that's that piece. Brenton's back. Ooh, come on. Okay. Right. When I have washed my hair, lies on your shoulder to do. Oh, lovely Mary. Can I point Martin out? Yes, I can. Will I point Martin out? I might. Sorry, there was my grandmother, annoying that she was. Bless her. God rest her soul and all that. I've just realised I've got the brush, which might be a bit quicker. My grandmother always used to say you can, but the thing is me. So yes, I can point him out, and I might. I've said my grandmother, bless her, was quite annoying in that way, but that's fine. Ooh. Right, so I just need enough of these to write good friends. So let's have a look at what I can find. So there's a inevitably the G is out somewhere. There's G, G. There's one of the O's, and I can spot the other O. Good. Good. F. R. N. D. S. Where's my S? Where's my S gone? There's a S. Right, so everything else, I've got an envelope, which is probably going to end up as a box, with leftover letters in it, because, oh, there were 2 S's on there. Oh well, there were 2 N's, as well, 2 O's as well, but not 2 D's, so I did need to do twice. So they have thought about which letters you use a lot. And of course you can use the negative as well. Don't need the T. Right. Where's my envelope gone? No, that's it. Yes, that is it. So if I tuck that under there, I can just do that. So this is my envelope of leftover letters. Right, okay, can I point out Martin? Martin is this chap here, or this chap here. And that's me pulling a silly face. I'm obviously behind Jim's head. So, let's actually plan where this is going, shall we? I might bring in a piece of vellum. Where's my F gone? Did I? Need to find an F. I've lost my F. It's not on my sleeves. No, got my I. Right, I need an F. I obviously scooped it up by mistake. But there should be 2. Where's my F? This is silly. This is silly. At this rate, it's going to be faster for me to cut another one. Why can I not see an F? Don't need an S. No. No, I'm going to cut another one, because otherwise we'll be here all day. Oh, unless I can do some surgery on an E. That'll be quickest. Let's do some surgery on an E. There we are. There's my F. Okay, that can go in the bin. Otherwise it ends the floor. Right. R-I-E-N-D-S. Yes, friends. Right. Okay. Okay. Right. Gosh, it's almost the hour up. I know we've gone past 12, but then it did start after 12. Right, so good. Do you love how I just turned that E into an F? Now there is method in my madness of doing this first, because off the page, off the thing, always useful. Because what I might actually do is come over here. In fact, I can do that. Right, so I'm just going to grab a piece of vellum, which is retiring, by the way, bar humbug. That piece will do. Very unhappy about that. That's not straight. Let's do that. And that. And that. Now, I do this a lot when I'm scrapbooking. Can't find the F because of Murphy's Law. Absolutely. There's a blue S up there, which I definitely don't need. Needs to go up a wee bit more. Right, like that. Okay, right, oh, there it is. So I'm just going to run some vellum along the top, some glue rather, along the top of my vellum piece. Stick that down, and now we can finish our page with, I've just found the F. There it is. And that is the F, it's not the one I trimmed down. So the vellum helps to dull the background paper, which is like a bold background. And sometimes you just need a little bit of help on a bold background so that your title can be seen. We do need numbers to go with the letters, Karen, you're absolutely right. So, vellum's been sold out in South Pacific. I don't know if it is or not here. I have to say I ordered masses a few years ago, and I've still got masses left. Flying D. Good. Let's use the actual F rather than the made-up F. And this is where, had I used adhesive sheet on back, this would have been a whole lot quicker. But I didn't. So there. I just hope vellum comes back, and I hope it comes back as the same quality, because I love this quality. It's a proper thick, you can make a card out of it vellum. It's not just some namby-pamby, you know, like tissue paper. Because some vellum is just so flimsy, it's useless. Oh, and one of the joys of the Canon selfie is that the images are waterproof. I mean, you know, don't submerge them. But if you like using sprays, which I do, like mists, you can get it on your photo and it'll wipe off. So here's the thing, do you think this is going to be popular as a video or not? I mean, obviously it took a long while to make that background. And I think we're going to lose most people at the beginning. Dropping things so that they can redo them is not unusual, so you're probably right, it probably will come back. Right, so we've got good friends. I will do my journaling at some point, not instantly. Let's grab these. So these are the resin InColor dots. Where's it gone? There it is. Phew. So what I do with dots is I like to frame things that matter. So my title matters. So in much the same way as when I do cards, I like triangles. If this wasn't such a busy paper, I would put more stuff, but it is, so I'm not. These are weird because they don't look like the right colour, but they kind of are. There. Used to be indecisive, now I'm not so sure. So that's around my Hujima flip. And then what I would do if I had more bits, is I would put a big bit of embellishment there and a big bit of embellishment there. I may well yet do that, and I will show you the results when I post this on my website later today. But for now, let me find the mouse. That, as they say, is today done. So, vellum, I hadn't thought about putting vellum cards through the printer. Yeah, the vellum is just lovely. So there we go. So we've made our own DSP with that stamp set. It is a lovely stamp set. If you like scrapbooking, I would get it anyway, whether you want to make your own DSP or not. I'll put my journaling on. As I say, I probably will put some frou-frou, and I will do close-up photos, etc., etc. Thank you, Karen. Thank you, Leslie. So let me flip the camera back up, she says, hopefully. Thank you, Kay. So thank you so much for joining me for something really quite different today. My scrapbook page. Which way do I go? That way. There we are. More scrapbooking will come because we are going to be doing scrapbooking, and I love scrapbooking. So there we are. Thank you, Brenton. Thank you, Karen. Thank you, Shaz. So any stamp set that has got large and small images, you can do this. It doesn't have to have words. In fact, probably best not to have words, but you know. Thank you, Mary. Oh, bless you, Kay. So it is staying. There's no mad rush. It is staying, but it is going to be online only. So, yay. I was really, really concerned when it wasn't in the new catalogue, but it's online, so that's fine. Thank you, Inika. So thank you all very much indeed for joining me today, as I say, for something a little different. And I will be back for Simple Stamping on Saturday, and then back again next week for more fun. See you then. Bye.